I'm going to get to one of my dreams here in a couple minutes. I want to start this video off with. I only made one of these. Now it was over at Home Depot. It was there's something dead in your house. It didn't do too bad for one of my videos. Now I'll probably go over to Home Depot and see what they got. I used to see dead pine trees all over the place, and I'm guessing people have probably started using the artificial ones. They're a little bit pricey, not too bad, I guess. They figure you can I mean, if you celebrate Christmas, now I really don't celebrate Christmas. I got nothing against it. I just don't celebrate it. I did as a kid, because my parents did. But as an adult, I really don't celebrate Christmas. I said again, if you want to celebrate, that's fine with me. Um, but I'll probably go over to Home Depot and get some of the dead pine trees over there just to see what they got. I may swing inside because I've already got the Christmas stuff, but I may swing inside just see what they've got and get another video of it separate from the dead pine trees. Now, a number of years ago, I'd got for some friends of mine, I'd got a live pine tree. It was one of those special low water use trees. They decorate it for Christmas, and after Christmas they set it out in the yard. And they had told me that that the tree had actually died on them. So I'm not sure if they overwatered it, if it had some disease or something. I don't know. But anyway, so I plan to go over to Home Depot. Now another series of videos. I really haven't made any. Now I was going to title it Sarah and Her Spider. I was really looking for a place that had a lot of spiders, spider web, that type of thing. The little harmless spiders. And I don't, I love little spiders. I've got some here, but I really don't want to video them. I was looking for a place with lots of the little long-legged spiders or just little harmless spiders. Now, the only two spiders I don't care for are the black widows and the brown recluse, just because they are poisonous to people. But let me get a story. Now, Sarah is out there. It's Wandering Gypsy is her YouTube channel. She's out there in Quartzsite, and 2 or 3 weeks ago, she told about a spider had wandered its way into her school bus, and she ended up having to kill the spider. And I don't quite get why she had to do that, because if I'd been there, I would have made sure that, because I love spiders, except the ones that are seriously poison. Now, the tarantulas, as I understand, they're very, very mildly poisonous. They're not harmful to people. I mean, they're kind of mean-looking spiders, but they're not harmful. Now, her little dog, I'm gonna guess that the spider would probably have run from a dog. It wouldn't have tried to attack it. It's not something that is it's normal food source. That it would have. I would guess it'd probably run from a dog. I'm not sure if it would have been poisonous to a small dog, but I don't know. But anyway, Sarah had killed a spider, so I was going to start a series of videos called Sarah and Her Spider. But I really haven't found a place worthy of that video, so I've kind of put it off. If somebody knows of a place that's got lots of spiders, hey, let me know, and I can go in there and then make a video from there. Let's see. Last thing let me get to the dream I had last night. Now most of my dreams are weird. They don't make much sense. Some of them I'll try to analyze. Some of them, I can't put together and say, well, this is from a certain event. I was at my father's old shop building. It's here in Avondale. The building's still there. It's been remodeled. Another guy bought it. It hasn't been my father's shop for over 40 years. He sold it back in the early 1980s. Now, for some weird reason, I had a key to one of the back gates. I'd opened the gate, and the current owner had met me there, and I told the guy, I said, well, I got to use the bathroom to pee. The guy said, he led me, hang on one second. Okay. He led me through some from the building, and there was these small condensing units all over the place. There's lots of them, and most people aren't going to have that many, which is really, really, very strange. Now, let me explain what these are. These are small ones, like maybe from a quarter horse to maybe half horse. They're made for refrigerated equipment, like you have in a small reach-in, different types of refrigerated equipment. But these were all over the place, now, so I told the guy, I said, well, where's your bathroom? And he pointed, he said, well, you can just pee anywhere. It's kind of weird. This place didn't have a bathroom to it, but, I ended up peeing just out somewhere. And the guy said, one of this condensing it said, we got to put it back in the freezer. And I said, well, I can help you with that. I can look at that for you. And he said, let me see what you want to do, and I'll give you a price on it, something like that. And about that time I woke up. So if anybody wants to make sense of that, let me know. Now dreams don't have to make sense. Now a lot of times I'll get in the middle of the night, I can't sleep, so I'll find something find something here on YouTube. You know, Don't Scare Claire, Haley Reese, Avery After Dark. Sometimes I listen to Wi-Files or Mr. Ballin. There's a number of other ones that sometimes will come up and I listen to them. I can just fall asleep, and those dreams, I'll dismiss because you're picking up stuff from from the video, and your subconscious is kind of playing around your head. Now, back in the day when I listened to Coast to Coast, I started when Art Bell was doing it back in the mid '90s, and I listened to George Noory for a couple of years, but I got sick and tired of George Noory. I'm sure a lot of people did, and I just don't listen to George Noory. Just don't listen to Coast to Coast anymore. But there's plenty of the paranormal stuff here on YouTube. If you want paranormal stories, you can pick them up here off of YouTube. Okay, let's keep life interesting. Love all of you. Bye bye.